Is it a return to Indomitus? Or is it the revenge of the Waxening? Marneus Calgar and Imhotep the Stormlord face off against each other in this match of the adherents of the Codex Astartes versus the Hypercrypt. It promises to be a real knockdown, drag-out, barn burner of a match. Greetings 40k fans, your host JT the Voice here, and we have a solid rematch of sorts for you today. Friend of the channel Michael and his Necrons takes on Space Marine Steve as Gladius Marines take on Hypercrypt Necrons.
Boy, do I love the summertime because I don't have to go to work and I get to come here and play games with some awesome people.
Steve's Ultramarine Gladius Strike Force consists of an apothecary biologist with fire discipline, a lieutenant with the honor vehement, Marneus Calgar, and Uriel Ventress. He's got a squad of assault intercessors, a big 6-man squad of aggressors, 2 squads of Blade Guard vets, 2 Eradicator squads, 2 Inceptor squads, a squad of infiltrators, a Land Raider with Godhammer last cannons, oh my favorite Land Raider, 2 Scout squads, and a Storm Speeder Thunderstrike. That Land Raider is incredibly tough to shift, but Michael fully has the capability to do it.
Michael and I always have great games with one another, and we actually haven't played since the Waxening. Oh yeah. Can we just roll that footage real quick?
She really doesn't. There's no break in between.
Oh yeah. Victory felt good.
It's mostly back. It's mostly back, and dare I say, thicker than ever.
Michael's list consists of a Chronomancer and the Satan Shard of the Void Dragon, Imhotep the Stormlord, a Plasmancer with a Risen Tyrant, a Royal Warden, a squad of Immortals, 20 Necron Warriors, some Death Marks, Locust Heavy Destroyers, Lich Guard, a Monolith, 6 Scorpek Destroyers, and some Tomb Blades.
Today is a very important day for me because today I have become vengeance.
I expect the Monolith to be key to a potential Michael victory today.
Michael, your monolith is not long for this world.
Today's mission is a Dawn of War deployment, so classic long board edges, and our mission is unexploded ordnance. Players will need to move the objectives in no man's land toward the enemy's deployment zone, 6 inches at a time as an action. From turn 2 forward, they will score 8 for each objective wholly within their opponent's deployment zone, 5 for each objective within 6 inches of their opponent's zone, and 2 for each objective within 12. With only a 20-inch no man's land in Pariah Nexus, we could see a massive primary score from each player. Our mission special rule today is Fog of War, so there will be no core stratagems round 1, and everyone will have cover on the first turn.
I think the keys to victory here is to not lose all my models. Yeah, that's the end of the sentence, I think.
Ventress joins the Blade Guard with a Lieutenant, and they go inside a Land Raider, as well as 3 Eradicators in there too. Calgar and the Victrix Bodyguard are on the board with the Blade Guard. Bolter and Scepters are going into Deep Strike, and the Aggressors are also in Deep Strike thanks to Uriel Ventress' ability. The Chronomancer joins the Immortals, Imhotep joins the Lich Guard, the Plasmancer and Royal Warden are in the Warrior Squad, and the Scorpek Lord joins the Scorpeks.
I think the key to victory here is to make sure that I get the jump on him. I gotta play defensively at first, hide as best I can, not get shot by all of his wildly good guns, and then manage his ability to go up and come back down. He's got a lot of tricks in the Hypercrypt, and I've got to make sure I manage that as best as I can and make sure I pick my battles and win them.
I'm excited to try out some of the new changes to Necrons. I feel like we actually got a very light hit with the Nerf bat. I don't feel we got it as bad as we could have, and in particular, very minimal changes to things like the Void Dragons and Destroyers means that I felt very confident leaving it. I'm not bringing 3 tan, I'm not trying to overload anything, but have enough tools in my toolbox to push into Steve's face that he has to make difficult decisions.
I'm feeling good. good.
Feeling good, feeling great.
Feeling good, feeling
All
great.
right.
Ready to rock and roll.
I am ready to rock. All right, well,
Do you want to go first or you want to go second?
If Steve goes first, I'll be able to pick up some units and deploy them on my first turn, which would be very, very important to get some board control. I'm gonna play tactical. I assume you're playing tactical
I'm
too?
playing tactical
Yeah,
as
makes
well.
sense.
Yeah, I
Yep.
think that's probably what's best right now.
That's the play. But all right, well, good luck to you.
Yes.
First, the handshake.
Yes.
Good luck.
Good luck to you too, Mike.
And may the waxening be reversed this day. I'll roll my special dice, the one that's cooked. Good luck. Oh,
Oh, but it's got to land in the
how about a
thing.
5? Well,
Three.
you got
You
what
get to
you
go
want.
first.
You got
Yes.
what you want. So
Yes, I did. I got very lucky, and I'm very, very happy about it. I want to make sure that I remain hidden for as long as possible, so that his destroyers and stuff like just don't get to me.
I just hope that I don't have a bad case of new model syndrome and that the Void Dragon actually gets to munch some Marines today.
This episode is sponsored by Displate. Displate is a one-of-a-kind metal poster designed to capture your unique passions. They've created a 21st century canvas that's sturdy, magnet-mounted, and durable enough to withstand a lifetime of intense staring. But staring is only half the fun. You can customize, collect, and rearrange them at will. It only takes 20 seconds to set them up with no power tools, no damages, and no frustrations. Just check out these amazing pieces they sent us. These are the designs from their new Warhammer collection that also come in their new Textra finish. Using 3D contours, it's a tactile finish, and selective matte and gloss finishes. But it's not just officially licensed Warhammer images that they have. There are over 200 others. Be it Dungeons & Dragons, Marvel, Star Wars, you name it, they have it. Plus, if you use code TABLETOP at checkout, you can save 22% off of 1 or 2 displays or 30% off 3 or more. Make sure to check them out at the link in the description below. And now, back to the action. Looks like Michael's gonna be going first. He's drawn Recover Assets and Sabotage. Not great, but Necrons can probably weather a round of shooting to score.
I have to be a little bit aggressive and take board control. That's what I really feel like I have to work for. Okay, so I'm gonna start off. My Immortals over here are going to advance. They have a 4, so they go to 9-inch move.
Oh my.
All I really want to do is have one dude tucked in the corner here that is within 3 of the objective.
The destroyers will begin to recover assets on his right side.
I don't care about them. That's the new thingy for monsters. So he's going to go there and he's going to do sabotage on this building. I have put the Void Dragon in kind of a precarious position, but I think he's tough enough, and just with the amount of wounds and different defensive layering, I think he can weather the storm. These guys over here are going to move just again and a little bit away from the wall.
Sorry, why does the monster get to move over walls? And not care about
They
it?
now ignore the little walls.
Oh, the little walls.
Yeah,
okay.
the little, he can't do anything about this,
Okay,
but
sorry.
before
Yeah, that's fine.
you'd have to go all the way around.
Yeah,
Now
no.
they just go.
Totally.
Yeah, that was one of the most recent changes. The Lich Guard over here are going to perform recover assets in my deployment zone. I think I'm going to advance my warriors over here. So they're going an extra 6 inches. So 11-inch total warriors, hoofing it. Okay.
Sounds good.
Hoof. Just shuffle the monolith over slightly. Let's go to the charge, because my understanding is I can't see these to shoot them. My Tomb Blades are going to attempt to charge onto the scouts, and just because of the way Steve has set up to be an inch away from the walls, I'm going to try and get on top of the building in order to have a vertical engagement. So looking for a 7. That is an 8 with a 6 and a 2. So I'm going to fly. It's just going to be really messy, so.
Oh wow, Tomb Blades charge the scouts to tie them up and stop Steve from picking them up at the end of Michael's turn. That's big!
2 attacks hitting on force.
Warp save. Nope,
You
I
take it. You get bladed. Striking back.
Anything is the chainsword man? Nope, absolutely not. And then the other ones, which will be more pitiful.
Yay, pitiful.
Yay!
Slap fight,
I mean,
slap
they're
fight, slap
scouts.
fight.
Like it, slap fight, slap fight. This is not what they're supposed to be doing.
Sergeant.
It's not at all what they're supposed to be doing. Well, 2 wounds though, that's
All
pretty
right, here we
good.
go. 4 ups.
Yeah, fail those
Uh-oh.
bad boys.
I did.
Oh, 1 dead Tomb Blade, only a wounded scout, but those scouts will not be leaving the table with their ability.
Oh, him getting the charge off with those spikes is so agitating. He's done exactly what he wanted to do. He entangled up the scouts. He's gonna make me use CP or fall back, and they're not gonna get to do what they want to do, which was doing an action on the first turn. I really wanted to like push one of those objectives into his deployment zone or closer to it to try and get like a head start on primary, but it just didn't happen.
Recover assets and sabotage are both ongoing. Neither player could spend a command point, as Fog of War limits the ability to spend any core stratagem round 1, and there was no reason otherwise. Let's see how Steve responds.
I'll spend 1 command point to adaptive tactics,
okay.
and I will adaptive tactics on the scouts to put them into the tactical doctrine,
okay.
so they can fall back,
wow.
shoot, and charge.
Unbelievable.
That Void Dragon is definitely a target, and Steve has chosen to Oath of Moment on it. Can he take it out turn 1?
I hope that new model syndrome does not strike.
He's drawn Overwhelming Force and Containment. Containment is a big one. He could try to score 6 primary here, but that might leave him exposed.
I think what's the most frustrating is that he is set up on objectives, and he's going to be much better set up on objectives than I am. And so I need to make sure that I kind of keep this kind of like counterbalance to his progress. And that's really difficult with Space Marines too, because Space Marines kind of like to just control a little section of the board, but they do that really, really well, where this mission is kind of asking me to spread out a little bit. So it's not impossible, and I can definitely do it. It's just gonna take a little bit of doing to make sure that that actually comes to fruition.
This feels like mostly a positioning turn for Steve. I'm not sure if he's able to stop the actions Michael started, but he is mindful of the Hypercrypt up and down capabilities.
So that's going to be the end of my movement.
Okay.
So then we're going to go into shooting.
Okay.
Yeah, the 3 Eradicators are all going to slam into the Void Dragon.
Checks out, checks out. That is your Oath of Moment target.
3s, re-rolling.
Well, those Eradicators have stripped a couple wounds off the Void Dragon.
So I really did think about charging you.
Yeah.
But I think it bets the farm on something that's really
does.
unpredictable.
It's like a gamble on turn 1. No rerolls because he can't reroll.
And he's not
4.
coming to get me next turn. You can't up and
he's
down
pretty-
him. Like, what is he going to do?
It's pretty slow. He's
He
gonna be in the
can't. He
middle.
doesn't even have enough fly speed to get up over top of this ruin.
Has to go left or
Yeah.
right.
So.
I'm even considering backing him up, like keep away from that. Like,
Yeah. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, that's not the game I want to play right now.
Yeah,
so
I got
let's just.
I got you.
Yeah.
I got you.
And I think that's the smart play.
I'm feeling what you're laying down.
Yeah. Yeah. Doesn't mean I can't put a little heat his way. And so what we're going to do with that then is the Land Raider's going to go multi-meltas and heavy bolters into the bikes, and then the Godhammer pattern Land Raiders and its Hunter Killer missile into the Void Dragon.
The Godhammer pattern Land Raider doing serious work into the Void Dragon, and without the ability to use core stratagems round 1, there's no command rerolls.
Well, I think he's okay, but I think he's really hurting.
Okay. The Hunter Killer missile. Oh boy.
Uh-oh.
Oh boy. Hits on 2s, re-rolling.
Nice. Okay.
Here we are.
You got it.
I hit ya.
Strength.
It's 14
Booting
on
on
3s. There it is.
There it
it's a
is.
wound. 4 up invult.
Oh, and I can't even re-roll it. I got a 1.
So 2, and you got 2 wounds remaining? Oh yeah, there's nothing I can do.
I got 5 up, feel no pain. I gotta make 1 of these, and I can't even re-roll.
Yeah, there's nothing you can do about it.
I make 1 of them. He's alive with a single wound.
Woo! Wee-hoo!
Oh boy, howdy! Single wound on the Void Dragon left!
Oh, I hate it. Oh, I hate it so much. Okay, great. The Land Raider will continue its shooting.
Okay.
4s with the multi-melta then.
Yep.
3s.
It's gonna go right through me. It's more than 1 damage.
It is. You take 2. All of the scouts that fell back here, because these ones are in the tactical doctrine, all of them are going to shoot that dude.
Into the Tomb Blade. Okay.
On 5s. 1 AP nothing.
3 up, actually. I pass, because I have cover now.
I crack missile him. 4 up. I hit you. Oh boy.
3s, I'm guessing?
Yeah, on 3s, because T5. Yep.
5 up to stay alive.
5 up to stay alive.
Stay alive. Stay alive. That's a 4.
Damn it!
D6 damage. Please don't be a 1.
Roll 1.
Oh, come on! When Necrons are left on a single wound, that is always bad.
That means the Void Dragon will actually heal D3 and the Tomb Blades will reanimate. That's gotta hurt.
That is so agitating.
Yeah.
What's worse,
out.
too, is I have to leave them both alone.
Oh, no.
I have to. So these scouts over here will complete containment.
Yep.
Then what's going to happen is I'll go to my charge phase,
Yep.
and the scouts are going to charge your heavy destroyers.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Makes sense.
I'm going to tangle up his destroyers, keep them there, and hopefully I'll keep them and their big laser cannons away from my Land Raider for another turn. They don't stop you from doing the action, but you won't be able to uppy downy them.
Yeah, I don't have anything to say about that. Would you like to swing into them?
Yeah, sure. Sword. Oh, 1 AP1.
Hey,
yeah.
Great Blister 4 up. I pass it with a 5. I'm okay. You got anything else?
Oh yeah. They're regular close combat weapons. You're in for it now.
Oh, I'm
in for it
in
now.
for
Oh,
it.
3 wounds, AP nothing.
My goodness. Well, I take a wound. I respect your wound. I respect it.
It doesn't matter.
I'm not going to put it on the model because I'm just about to heal it. So we will go to hitting you back with the heavy destroyers lugging their close combat weapons above their head, and they go 2 attack speeds, hitting on 3. Forward, straight forward. That is nada. So now I have to make some critical decisions here. So I can't pick up the units that are doing actions because then I'm not going to score the action. I would have liked to have pulled more units off the table, but with the actions scoring at the end of the turn and units being pulled at the end of Steve's turn, I really had to commit and say if I want the points, they got to stay on the board.
Neither player moved a no man's land objective that turn, so there's not going to be any extra points for Steve on his turn. Michael could take some away from Steve if he moves those objectives towards Steve's zone. Remember, in this mission, players will score at the end of their turn. Michael has completed both his secondaries, but only for 6 points. So it is 6-3 after 1 as we head to turn 2.
What I plan on doing is really working hard at taking care of that Eradicator and the Land Raider and possibly the Speedy Boy, the Flying Guy. Those are public enemy number 1, 2, and 3 respectively. They gotta go.
Michael's drawn Defend Stronghold and Storm Hostile objective. He's redrawing Storm Hostile with new orders to draw no prisoners instead, and Michael sits at 4 command points. All Battleshock tests are passed, Tombblade comes back, and the Void Dragon heals back up to 4 wounds. That actually might make Michael consider moving it, and probably keeps it from being a potential Overwatch target when it does.
Rough turns ahead, I'm sure.
Destroyers have fallen back, they will not be able to shoot. Steve responds with Squad Tactics for 1 command point. That should make Michael's movement a bit more difficult, as well as prevent him from moving that objective unless he manages to kill those scouts. Some smart tactical play from Steve. Necron Warriors are in position to move that far right no man's land objective if Michael chooses to. With only a 12-inch range on the guns, there's nobody in target, and that unit is dead hard to shift, but don't forget, there's a squad of aggressors still to come in. Steve chooses not to overwatch the Void Dragon. I think had it not healed up 3 wounds to go to 4, Steve may have actually considered it, but 4 is awful tough.
That's it for movement, for what's on the table. I'm going to Deep Strike. I found a hole in plan here. Now, Steve, I think he had the right idea with pulling his scouts over. What it did, however, is it left a big hole in the middle of the battle line for me to throw my Monolith down without having to spend any command points.
Monolith comes back on the table, whereas the Scorpex have stayed in reserve. That's an interesting choice.
So let's start off with Emotech the Stormlord, who is going to draw a line right to your scouts over there.
Oh yeah, I love it.
Please. That is a wound at -3, sir.
-3, I just take it.
2 damage, sir. Bye-bye. Okay, so that was that. That was kind of disappointing. Whiffle waffle, but that's okay. We'll go to Tombblades, who have got 2 particle beamers apiece. So 2d6 shots. That is, wow, that's 4 devastating wounds.
So you kill 2 scouts, and I take a wound.
Excellent. And the Tombblades ability is they get to move, scoot, move. So they're going to basically scoot this way. The Immortals are going to fire into your scouts over here. 6 of the Immortals are going to fire into your scouts over here.
Sounds good to me.
So I'll start with a 4 first. So that is a total of 8 shots. Yeah.
You kill 1 guy.
3.
I lose 2 scouts.
Michael still has not scored no prisoners. He's in a bit of a pickle.
Monolith over here is, see now here's the tricky part, is I really, really, really want no prisoners. So I feel like I screwed myself on that.
Tell me what the death ray is.
Yeah, so death rays are 4 shots hitting on 3s, but they have sustained hits D3.
Woo, baby!
So if I get lucky, it's a happy day in Necronville.
So it'd be 6s because of cover, and then I could armor to go to 5.
5. That's actually pretty good. Yeah, you know what? Thanks, you convinced me. Everything is going to go into Eradicate.
Everything into the Eradicators?
I can't do split fire to Vic.
I love it.
Come on.
They are a big, big threat to him for sure, and they are gone. That's 2 for no prisoners.
So I am going to have my warriors over here. You may not know it, but they were football players in their previous life. And we're talking American football players. And we're actually talking about this guy over here, which was a quarterback, punter. I don't play football.
Quarterback punter?
Quarterback
like,
punter.
I don't know.
He might have been a goalkeeper. We don't know. He may have iced the.
Football?
He might have iced the ball a few times. We're not sure.
I don't know what that means.
We're in Canada.
The Warriors, as expected, have moved that objective 6 inches forward to score Michael some extra primary.
And I have a funny feeling that the Immortals are going to have to stand there and hold the ground for whatever comes outside of that Land Raider.
Defense Stronghold is ongoing. He has 2 points on no prisoners, and 2, 4, 5, 9 on primary takes Michael up to 17.
So I have been trying my best to avoid Michael's units as best as possible. Just kind of keep him at bay, let my shooting do the work it needs to do. So I'm really just setting myself up for endgame. I'm okay if all the objectives just sit here and score me 6 points up until the last couple of turns, and then give them a really good boot into the end zone to spike up a win right in the last couple of turns when Michael doesn't have enough units to stop me. So that's going to be my long-term game plan.
Steve's choosing to Oath of Moment that Warrior Blob, and he's chosen to go into the Devastator Doctrine, so he will be able to advance and shoot normally this turn with impunity. But oh no, the Lone Scout is Battle Shock this turn.
I have to be really careful to not just have everything of mine die to all of his hard-hitting and brutal units.
Steve's turn 2 now, and he's drawn Bring It Down and Extend Battle Lines. Doable, but that may not be in his plans. So new orders for Bring It Down, he's got Engage at all fronts.
So I've got to try my best to hide, I've got to stay in cover, I've got to make sure I've got the CP for the strats, and I've got to take away some of his scoring potential.
Land Raider rolls up and dumps out Uriel Ventress and his Blade Guard with Lieutenant. Looks like Steve's mostly locking out his home zone, but here come the reserves. Michael rapid ingresses the Scorpex onto his right flank. Looks like he's really tired of those scouts. He sits at 4 command points.
So these Inceptors stood here. Yep. They're going to do the.
They're going to punt it back.
They're going to push this ball back that way.
Yep.
The aggressors are all going to shoot into the warriors.
Yep.
And I'm going to spend 1 command point to Storm of Fire, giving them +1 AP because it is the Devastator Doctrine.
Nice.
And it also gives them Ignor's cover.
Nice.
So 6d6 plus 24 shots.
That's pretty good.
That's pretty good.
21 plus 24 is 45.
So 45 shots.
Yeah.
Both sustained and lethals.
Nice.
Okay, this is insane. Full rerolls with Oath.
Yep.
4 hours later.
Welcome back, folks. Steve has rolled all the dice.
You take 56 AP minus 2s, ignoring cover. Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah, that's legit. That's how many I got. Mixed loose in it. Yeah.
All right, so 56. This is 28. This is half.
Half.
And you say they're -2.
2 ignoring cover because you're the closest enemy.
What is
target.
their baseline again? Like, what are they just?
It's 4-0-1,
Yeah.
but you're the closest enemy unit, so +1 AP.
And you spent a
Strat
command point because
for
you were worried
Yeah.
that this might not be
do
enough.
it.
Yeah, okay. All right, so I saved 4. Yeah, you may have got him.
Want to know how to kill 20 Necrons and 2 characters? Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Aggressors with an Apothecary Biologus in the Devastator Doctrine with all the things.
Oh, it felt so good.
You know what? Good on you.
Thanks.
Good on you.
Good on me. You know what? I am doing well.
Well done. Where are we going? I'm doing well.
I am doing well.
Where are we doing next? I might have
My
to have
dad
a smoke
is proud
out.
of me.
I'm proud of you, son.
All right, anyways, so the Storm Speeder Thunderstrike is going to hit the Monolith.
Okay. Michael using Quantum Deflection for a command point is Monolith to give it a 4-up invulnerable save, but now everyone targeting it because of the Storm Speeder was going to get +1 to wound it.
1 AP minus 3.
That is a
Oh,
4-up.
you're good to go. Yeah, the Land Raider is going to shoot everything at the...
Yep, I got you.
The monolith is shrugging everything. That is not good for Steve.
Okay, so then after that, we'll go to my charge phase.
Ventress and company charge the Immortals with a Steven boxcars. Nicely done.
The lone battle-shocked scout is going to charge the 2 destroyers in the back there.
Leave me alone!
Stop it! You're looking at an 8 on the dice.
Ah! That could be an issue for Steve's vehicles, as now those destroyers can get picked up or moved with impunity.
I'm going to go from 2 command points to 1 command point.
Okay.
And they are going to honor the chapter.
Okay.
That's going to give them Lance. Steve's at 1 command point, and Swords of the Chapter is going to give reroll 1s to hit for the Blade Guard. Oh, the squad's down, but the Chronomancer lives.
And we'll go and connect with this jerk. And then we get to do the Great Booting. So this is just going to go right back to where it came from.
Well, folks, round 2 is in the books. It's 20-16 in favor of Michael. He's got 3 command points to Steve's 1, and he's picked up the Void Dragon, the Heavy Destroyers, as well as the Lich Guard and Tomb Blades.
I'm pretty much abandoning my entire left flank, but that's what this type of Necron does really well. Put pressure where pressure is the least welcome.
So I'm in command of the board. I don't love that rapid ingress of his, but you know what? Like, we're just kind of have to weather it and see what happens. Hopefully my invols hold out.
I want to try and apply as much pressure as I possibly can on the right flank. Hopefully I can take out some of those vehicles, because I do feel a lot of the threat to my large monsters comes from that. I just have to be a little crafty. We'll see what these objectives are.
Michael's turn 3, he's got area denial and behind enemy lines. Solid draws both.
All right.
Chronomancer falls back. Scorpec destroyers have moved up. Ventress and the Blade Guard using squad tactics for a command point. Going to move 5 inches away. That's going to make that charge over 6 inches.
I will bring in my reserves. So first one is going to be the Void Dragon.
The reserves are arriving. Void Dragon is back in. Heavy destroyers drop back in deep in Michael's zone. Monolith brings in the Lich Guard close and tight to the Bodyguard squad. Tomb Blades get in behind enemy lines. I think Michael's kind of kicking himself here. He picked up Imhotep the Stormlord. That means he's not going to be able to heal his stuff that's in reserve. That could cost him his Void Dragon.
So first shooting I will do is the Imhotep the Stormlord. He's going to put his Staff of the Destroyer over into here. And the Gauntlet, the Flaming Gauntlet, is going to go into the Scout. Yeah. So Flamer. Bye-bye.
Bye, Scout. The Scout dies.
3 shots. 3s.
I take it.
2 damage.
2 whole damage.
Here we go now. Monolith opens up with a Land Raider. Steve responds with Armor and Contempt. He is out of command points. He saves 1. The Land Raider takes 5, and the Particle Whips do nothing.
Okay, let's change gears. Let's go with the Void Dragon.
Void Dragon now, mortal wound to the Land Speeder, and no joy at all.
Okay, well that was a whiff. I'm going to take the 2 Heavy Destroyers. They're going to put it into your Land Raider.
I expect nothing less. And they hit on 3s?
They hit on 3s.
Hell yeah.
Which means
1.
Is this my reroll?
Is this it? Is this what
is
it
my
is?
reroll.
This is
I'm
your
gonna go
reroll.
to 3 command points to reroll a hit.
Yep,
And
you
4,
get it.
So 2 hits.
Strength?
I'm strength 14.
So on 3s.
Wounding on 3s, rerolling 1s because you're a vehicle. That's 1 wound. There's the reroll. There's 2 wounds.
On 4s. I make 1, fail 1.
6 flat damage, sir.
Woo! 5 wounds remaining with the Land Raider.
The Tomb Blades now have managed to take a couple wounds off the Storm Speeder, but that's it.
Let's do a charge. So I'm going to do a multi-charge with the Scorpex. They're going to go into both the Scouts and the Blade Guard.
Scorpex into the Scouts, and the Blade Guards succeed. That's a big charge. 2 mortals on the charge from the Lord. Multi-charging with the Lich Guard into the Land Raider and the Blade Guard. I don't think they can hurt the Land Raider, but they can hurt those Blade Guard.
2, 4, 6, 8. 8 guys go into the Land Raider. 2 guys plus Imhotep go into the Blade Guard.
The Blade Guard vets will choose the Shield of the Emperor for this fight phase.
Okay.
What it does is it lets them reroll 1s on all their save throws.
Okay. Do the 2 plus Imhotep into your Blade Guard first.
Lich Guard kills one of the Blade Guard vet, and the Land Raider's taking some damage. It's down to 3 wounds left.
Okay, then we're going to do the other 3 Scorpex going into your Scouts.
The Scouts all die. A horrible, horrible death. We don't even have to roll it.
Now you get to strike me back.
And we're going all into these. You don't have an invul, right?
They do not.
Yeah, all into these. On 3.
Michael has lost 3 Scorpec destroyers in Steve's clapback. That's no bueno.
I need to try and get some points back from this giant monster who's just been a bullet sponge. I mean, there's nothing wrong with being a bullet sponge, but it'd be nice if I could kill something with my brand new shiny model.
Solid turn for Michael. He's only got 6 primary, but he does manage 8 on secondary, air denial, and behind enemy lines. 34 points to Steve's 16 points as we head into Steve's turn 3.
Michael smells funny. This is turning out to be a wild game.
Steve's drawn Mark for Death. Michael chooses the Monolith, the Lich Guard, and the Void Dragon. He's also drawn Defense Stronghold. Tactical Doctrine here for Steve as well. He's going to be able to fall back, shoot, and charge. The Lieutenant and the Land Raider have both failed Battle Shock. Whoa, Nelly, that's big. 4 command points for Michael and 2 for Steve.
I think maybe I've got the gas in the tank to keep scoring points and doing well for the duration of the game. So I'm hopeful, really hopeful, that I'm going to be able to pull this off.
Holding fast with that 1 Scepter squad, moving up with his aggressors as well as Calgar's unit. Steve's looking at doing everything he can to score here. He's down a bit, but he is definitely not out.
You take that football later or something, I don't know. We're just gonna hide, because you never know what I might need to do back there. Like, I could still draw, like, establish locus or whatever, and the points might matter. All right, so what we'll do is we'll start with the Eradicators and we'll slam into the...
Catan?
Yeah, the Catan.
There you go. Here we go.
Oh, re-rolling, come on now, you can do this. Oh, 3 of them!
Oh, Monty.
Whoa, baby!
There is.
Oh, no.
1. What's before you do, what's the damage?
It's D6, re-rollable.
Spending a command point on a reroll for the Void Dragon.
Invulnerable save?
And he saves. The Eradicators have done nothing. Michael to 3 command points left.
Spear, you can shoot everything into it as well. Okay. Twin linked rocket pod, 3 hole shots. Hitting on 3s, 2s because you fly.
Pass them all.
Pass them all, you jerk. Laz Talon on 2s.
Yeah. Nope, fail it. And I take 2. So I go down to 3 wounds remaining.
And then the missiles. Invul to the max. Ah!
Pass them both.
The Land Raider shoots everything at the Void Dragon. You're good. Multi-multa.
Nope. This is it.
I am re-rolling that.
Command point reroll.
Point re-roll for the...
Oh, 5. Oh my.
Woo, baby, that's the stuff. 3. Well, you have if you pass 1 of these.
3. So 5 turns into 3.
Please, God, no, no, damn it.
There it is. There's 1.
He has 1 wound left.
Oh, the Void Dragon being full boss mode here. How many times is he gonna come so close?
But I'm gonna tank shock it with the speeder in a second.
That'd be fun. That'd be fun.
That's the only way this can go down. So I'll go to my charge phase.
Okay.
Calgar's unit charges the Lich Guard. It does. Okay, here we go. I charge.
Speeder going into the Void Dragon?
Yeah.
Let's see it. I like this. This is fun.
Well, he's 5 points.
This is fun. Let's do it.
No.
That's not it.
Nope, he saves put.
He stays put.
Oh no! Steve only needed to tank shock the Void Dragon. That was the best chance to kill it here and now. It looks like it's gonna live again on a single wound.
So at the beginning of the fight phase, they choose Shield of the Chapter to reroll all 1s for their invul saves.
Makes sense.
And the reason they're doing that is because the target I'm hitting is Oath, so rerolls wouldn't make any sense. And then what happens is I'll spend 1 command point and I will honor the Chapter, giving them Lance just to help out. The,
+1 wound, which is going to counteract my -1.
It. Yeah.
There we go. Make them all.
Ouch. Leave Veterans Guard.
4 ups. I failed 5 damage.
2.
Excellent. 5 Lich Guard drop.
Then on
6 4-ups. I fail 4.
4 more dies.
2 Scorpecs going into your wounded lieutenant, and then 1 Scorpec plus the Scorpec Lord going in. This is your roll, I assume? Yeah, okay, so going into your round. Okay.
The Plasma Sight gives devastating wounds to the Scorpec destroyers. They kill the lieutenant and take Uriel Ventress to 2 wounds left.
These are the Scorpec Lord hitting on 2s. There's my dev.
Yeah, there it is.
Oh no, the Scorpec Lord has picked him up. That is really unfortunate for Steve.
At the end of the turn, this goes 6 inches towards your deployment zone.
And in turn, Michael decides the Chronomancer and Tomb Blades are going to get picked up again. Rough rolling for Steve and better saves for Michael. With 9 points in it, it is anybody's game. 34-25.
I was so close. I was so close. This close. This is the second time throughout the entire game that this Satan has sat on 1 wound. And I am not happy about it.
So, you've made it a game that I have to really think long and hard about. And I'm going to go to some Battle Shock.
Void Dragon and Imatech Squad have both failed Battle Shock. That could be big, as the Lich Guard will not be able to fall back without risking desperate escape, and he won't be moving any objectives, because that takes an action that you cannot do when you're Battle Shocked.
He doesn't have a lot of pieces left. I don't know exactly how this is going to go for him, but I'm excited to find out how this goes.
Michael's got Containment and Established Locus. Actions aren't really what he wants to be doing, though.
I do have quite a range of options as far as how I'm going to try and score these secondaries.
Michael using Reanimation Crypts for 1 command point, allowing reanimation in reserves.
Chronomancer heals the wound, he's back to full, and the Tomb Blade comes back with full. So I have back full strength with the Tomb Blade that's been kind of a limp biscuit for the whole game. Then I'm going to heal with the Void Dragon for the 2 points, so he goes to 3 wounds remaining. And then I'm going to heal with the Scorpex for 2 wounds, so 1 has 2 wounds on him. The Lich Guard are going to bring back 1.5 guys.
Holy stuff.
It's 34-25 and 4 command points to 1.
Okay, so we will go to movement phase.
Monolith backs up into a more defensive position. Scorpec Destroyers move up. Lich Guard get pulled through the Monolith and out of harm's way for now.
He's retreating with those Lich Guard. Get them out of here. I'm okay with it. They're battle shocked anyways, so they can't even push the football further into my deployment zone, and I'm happy about it. So this is great.
Chronomancer looks to do at least 1 containment, and the Tomb Blades are set up to establish Locus.
Okay, shooting phase. The Void Dragon is going to matter absorption the vehicle.
Void Dragon matter absorption into the Land Raider fails. No healing for you, sir.
I love that for us.
All right, Spear the Void Dragon going over here. Voltaic Storm is going to go into the Eradicators.
Okay.
Okay, so Voltaic Storm for D6 plus 3. Stain hits 2.
Warp saves. I make them all. The team is good. The team is good.
There we go. Spear the Void Dragon going into the Flying Land Speeder. He hits. Storm Beater. He wounds with an anti-vehicle 2 up. -3.
Nope.
D6 plus 2. That is for 3 whole damage.
Ouch. Why? Quit it. Stop.
Oh. Let's take the Heavy Destroyers. They're going to go into your Land Raider.
Aw.
Yeah. 2s.
The Heavy Destroyers now will pop that Land Raider. Oh, boy.
Yeah, let's do the Monolith. I'm going to dump everything into the...
Why?
Yeah. 2s. Oh.
I make them all. Oh.
Oh, you
awesome.
almost did. You almost did.
One fail.
Nice
That's
job.
it.
That was...
Congratulations. That was awesome.
That was something.
Monolith command reroll, but still all into the Blade Guard, and they are tanking it. It takes devastating wounds to kill the Blade Guard. That's some unreal saving throws from Steve there.
And Calgar lives. Oh my sweet lord. 8 out of 9 saves. I can see it. Victory. It's happening. This is awesome.
Let's go to charge phase. So Scorpex are going to gobble up your Eradicators.
Scorpex have gone full berserk into the Eradicators. They do 3 mortals on the charge, killing one of them, and the Storm Speeder is about to get bad touched by the Void Dragon.
These are the Scorpex hitting on 3s, lethal hitting, and re-rolling because I did a charge.
The Eradicators get eradicated, but good.
We're going to try striking you with our Spear of the Void Dragon, hitting on 2s. Trips. Boom, you're dead.
The Storm Speeder has gone down in flames. Michael manages 4 primary points only, but 7 on secondaries, established locus and containment. He's up to 45. Steve's defense stronghold scores here. He's up to 28 as we head to his half of turn 4.
I I need to try my best to manage the scoring as much as possible and really, really hope that my secondaries are at least even come the end of the game.
New orders to swap Storm Hostile Objective for no prisoners to go along with Cleanse.
Ugh. My secondaries are starting to kind of fail me here. I need to be able to score more points.
Oath of Moment on the Lich Guard. He's chosen Adaptive Tactics for the aggressors. That puts him at 1 command point. Assault Doctrine for the rest of the army.
I think that if I arrange the Inceptors in such a way, I'm going to be able to boot the objective and still going to be able to cleanse.
Aggressors run to the midboard. They're going to be able to shoot thanks to the Devastator Doctrine. Calgar and friends looking to end some Scorpex.
All right, so shooting phase. One squad of the Inceptors begins the action to boot, and then the other squad of Inceptors cleanses. So then my aggressors are going to shoot into the Lich Guard.
Okay.
So you have 5 models in there, so you do trigger 1 off the blast, so it's 66 plus 6 shots.
And I will make you roll them. So you look like you had a lot of fun when
The
you were
last
doing it.
time.
Just let me know how it goes, all right?
Yeah, you chill there for a second.
Here we go with the aggressors again.
4 hours later.
Is he done yet? Has he finished rolling? There we go.
Okay, so I'm gonna roll 1 at a time. No, just kidding.
The Lich Guard go down to a hail of Boltstorm gauntlets and Fragstorm grenade launchers. My goodness.
I am grateful it wasn't the monolith, because that's what I was very nervous about the aggressors picking up.
And then Calgar shoots the Scorpec destroyers.
Okay.
Calgar's Mittens of Ultramar.
Yeah.
5s, and they are twin wing. So 2 AP1s, each of them are 2 damage.
You killed a Scorpack.
I did. You gonna do it?
I am. I'm gonna spend 2 command points.
Oh no! Michael has hyperphasic recalled them to within 6 inches of the monolith.
What was I thinking? He killed a model, sucked them back into the monolith, and
Marnius Calgar shooting that Scorpack, doming this guy, and then watching them slowly fade to mist is a beautiful image. And now Marnius Calgar is sitting in the wind with a Void Dragon roaring in the distance.
Whoo, Hypercrypt. Whoo, Necrons. Breathe, Steve. Breathe. Okay, great. I need a 9-inch charge from Calgar to the Void Dragon. I'm re-rolling that though.
With your command point.
With my command point. No, absolutely not. But you know what?
What?
My turn still ends okay. That boots 6 inches and into your deployment zone.
2 on Cleanse, 4 on No Prisoners, and 8, 10, 12 on Primary. See Steve jump up to a 46-45 lead. The Destroyers have gotten picked up, and the Chronomancer and the Tomb Blades have as well, but Steve has a single point lead as we head to turn 5.
Turn 5, this is crunch time. We are in a tight game right now. And I have to squeeze everything I possibly can. I gotta wring this thing absolutely dry.
This draw for secondaries is gonna be big.
I'm trying to be really cagey and crafty, but it's all gonna boil down to my secondaries and just how I'm gonna be able to pull this out.
Michael's pulled Mark for Death. That's a big old nope. He's gonna new orders that. He's got Assassination and Overwhelming Force.
Now I'm on the back foot. I need to try and spike this ball as much as I possibly can on my final turn. The game plan now is can I deal enough damage to Calgar?
Yeah, can I deal enough damage to Calgar?
After I talk big game, can I do it?
The Void Dragon has passed Battle Shock. That is big. The Void Dragon closes, and Steve, squad tactics with Calgar's unit. They only move 2. It's enough to get them hidden. He's out of command points, but is that going to be enough to hold on?
So, cheeky with Calgar. Got him out of line of sight, squad tactics, oh yeah.
Well, that takes the line of shooting Marnius Calgar out of the equation.
All money, all the time.
Let's see if instead we can pick up some assault intercessors with the monolith.
See those dollar signs in my eyes? Yeah, I see you looking.
I might just throw them into his aggressors just to try and tie him up. Maybe that's the best play I can do. Well done.
The Void Dragon must kill Calgar.
That's pretty much it. Performing the punting action, performing the punting action. Let's try and see if this is the phase where Necrons are the heroes or if we are the punching bags today.
Shooting phase now, Void Dragon tries to end Calgar's unit.
Let's do we'll take Storm first. 2 damage apiece.
One.
Heavy destroyers are going to put their shots into the Calgar unit.
Better believe it.
The Heavy Destroyer tries, it is just Marnius Calgar left.
Monolith, since it can no longer see Calgar, is going to put all its shots into the Assault Intercessors.
Oh my gosh, 2 of them save. You kill
nice.
a guy.
Yeah, one dude's pace, for sure. 3d6 shots from the Particle Whip. Yes, well done. Whew, nice job.
Whoa, boy.
You did it. That's done shooting, done shooting, done shooting. Let's do some charges.
Full charge with the Void Dragon, he needs to kill Calgar. The Monolith is also charging, and he's in. Scorpex hit the Inceptors as well.
Why don't we do suspense? I'll butcher you over here, and then I'll whack you over here, and then we'll leave it, because that's really the game decider for me. Rolling with lethal hit.
The Scorpex have downed the Inceptors. That is going to be an overwhelming force. Monolith has killed 2 of the aggressors.
Now it is mono Catan versus Space Marine. Let's see who's got the medal. I'm pretty sure the Void Dragon is going to take this.
This is big, though. This is it. Can the Void Dragon kill the Master of the Mittens of Ultramar?
Okay, Steve, are you ready?
I'm ready.
He's going to attack you with his Spear of the Void Dragon. Strike profile. 5 attacks hitting on 2s. I drop 1. I think I'm going to re-roll that. So I go down to 1 command point. Nope, it's into a 1. Then these guys are strength 12. So we're hitting on 2s.
So on, yeah, 2s.
That is all but 1. 3 invulnerable saves, please. These are d6 plus 2 apiece.
Oh boy. Come on, baby. Owen, hit me with some of this magic. Don't hop to it. Don't do that. You're on thin ice, Owen. Ah, I failed them all.
Oh. And with that, the Void Dragon has planted his spear where the sun don't shine, and Marnius Calgar's days have come to an end.
I really needed Calgar to live.
Inceptors kill a Scorpec, but it's not going to make much difference. They're stuck in combat, and Pariah Nexus does not allow for fallback and action with a unit. That is a massive turn for Michael. 10 points on primary, 8 points on secondaries. That sees him jump up to 63 to Steve's 46. Steve's got a guaranteed 10 on primary. Can he get enough on secondary to pull this off?
Ball is in your court, Steve. If I've done my math right, you need to score at least 7 points in secondaries to tie it up.
I need to get secondaries that I can score.
I don't think you got it in you.
Steve's drawn recover assets and establish locus. He's got to redraw recover assets into area denial. Oh no!
Didn't happen. Sometimes this is the way, as Michael says, the way the cookie crumbles.
That's it, folks. Only 10 points on primary at the end. 73-66 for your winner, Michael and the Hypercrypt Necrons. That was what I would call the definition of a Donnybrook. Living on a single wound with his Void Dragon twice, and the Tomb Blades coming all the way back from 1 wound in the unit ultimately was the difference. The vaunted Necron resilience really shone through here, and the Space Marines came up 1 turn of card draw short. I think we all know how this feels losing to the last card draw, but that still makes for a fantastic game. Well played, gentlemen. That was amazing and a lot of fun to watch. Thanks again to this episode's sponsor, Displate. Don't forget to use code TABLETOP to save 22% off 1 or 2 displays or 30% off 3 or more. Make sure to check them out at the link in the description below. And of course, a big thank you to you for watching. If you like what we do, make sure to like, subscribe, and share this video with a friend. Or if you really like what we do, please consider supporting us through YouTube membership or Patreon. You'll get exclusive releases, as well as behind-the-scenes interviews, early access to most of our shows, and access to our Discord, the most happening 40K community around. Well, that's it for all of us here at the Play On Studios. On behalf of them, this is me, JT the Voice, saying, until the next time you see us in the far-flung future of a grimdark universe, play on!
I had a fantastic time. Thank you so much, Steve. I really appreciate it, and thank you for allowing me to gain vengeance for my hair. It is almost back.
Michael played one hell of a game. and it was a blast. So congratulations, Michael, on your hard-fought and very narrow victory.
I really look forward to our next game, where I'm sure we'll put something else on the line. We're thinking legs, perhaps. We'll see, Steve. I got your number.
Thank you so much for joining us here in the studio. Man, this was a stellar game. And if you want to see more fantastic games here at Play on Tabletop, make sure you like, subscribe, look up our YouTube membership and Patreons to become more a part of the Play on Tabletop community.